In these golden years, our lives are rich tapestries woven with experience, wisdom, and countless cherished memories. Our bodies, in many ways, are the living chronicles of that journey. They've carried us through thick and thin, and now they deserve our most gentle and attentive care. Today, I want to talk about two of the most faithful, yet often overlooked, companions on our journey: our kidneys. These small, bean-shaped organs are the unsung heroes, tirelessly working day and night to keep us balanced and pure. But like any loyal friend, they can grow weary if we unknowingly burden them. This isn't a message of fear, but one of empowerment. We're going to explore 10 simple truths, 10 daily habits we can reevaluate and refine to ensure our kidneys remain strong, allowing us to live our future with the health and vibrancy we so richly deserve. Let's embark on this path of wellness together.
Part 10. The gentle art of letting go of urine. We've all been there. You're settled into your favorite armchair with a captivating novel, deep in the soil of your garden, or on a long road trip to visit the grandkids. The thought of getting up seems like a grand interruption. It's easy to tell ourselves, "I'll go in a little bit." This simple act of postponement, however, is a habit worth reconsidering. Think of your bladder as a patient, diligent reservoir. Its job is to hold urine, but only up to a certain point. When we consistently ignore its polite signal, we force it to stretch beyond its natural capacity. Over time, like an elastic band that's been stretched too often, it can lose its ability to snap back, leading to incomplete emptying. This leftover urine can become a breeding ground for bacteria, increasing our risk for urinary tract infections, UTIs. As we age, UTIs can become more than just an annoyance. They can sometimes lead to more serious kidney infections. Furthermore, when urine stays in the bladder for too long, the minerals within it, like calcium and oxalate, have more time to meet, mingle, and crystallize. This is how painful kidney stones are born. The lesson here is beautifully simple. Listen to your body's whisper before it has to shout. Honoring that gentle nudge to use the restroom isn't an interruption. It's a profound act of self-care and a simple, powerful way to protect the delicate, hard-working filtration system that serves us so well. Part 9. Reevaluating our relationship with pain relievers. Aches and pains can be an unwelcome but frequent part of our daily lives. A sore back from gardening, a touch of arthritis in the hands, it's tempting to reach for that bottle of over-the-counter painkillers. Medications like ibuprofen and naproxen, known as NSAIDs, are wonderfully effective at what they do. They quiet the inflammation and dull the pain, allowing us to get on with our day. But as with most things in life, moderation is key. Think of these pills as powerful tools, immensely useful when needed, but potentially harmful if used without respect for their strength. Here's why. These medications work by blocking enzymes that cause inflammation. But in doing so, they can also constrict the blood vessels and reduce blood flow to our vital organs, including the kidneys. It's like kinking a garden hose that's trying to water your most precious plants. For a short time, the plants will be fine. But if the hose is always kinked, the plants will begin to wither. Chronic, long-term use of NSAIDs can lead to a type of kidney damage that doctors call analgesic nephropathy. This isn't a sudden event, but a slow, gradual decline in function. This is a conversation to have with your doctor. If you find yourself relying on these pills daily, it's not a sign of weakness, but a signal to investigate. Perhaps there are other ways to manage the pain: physical therapy, gentle exercise, or different types of medication that don't ask our kidneys to pay such a high price.
Part 8. The life-giving elixir we call water. Throughout our lives, we've been told to drink more water. It's advice so common it can sometimes fade into the background.
But let's take a moment to truly appreciate what this simple, clear liquid does for our kidneys. Imagine your kidneys are a pair of incredibly sophisticated, microscopic strainers, tasked with rinsing all the waste from your blood. For this rinsing process to work, they need a steady flow of fluid. They need water. When we don't drink enough, we are essentially asking them to clean a muddy river with just a trickle of water. The waste products become more concentrated, turning the urine dark and acidic. This concentrated environment is irritating to the kidneys and is the perfect setting for those painful kidney stones to form. Chronic dehydration puts a constant, low-level stress on our kidneys, forcing them to work harder with fewer resources, which over the decades can contribute to a decline in their function. So, how much is enough? The old 8 glasses a day rule is a fine starting point, but the best guide is the color of your urine. Aim for a light, pale yellow. Keep a favorite water bottle or a beautiful glass pitcher nearby as a visual reminder. Think of each sip not as a chore, but as a gift, a cool, cleansing offering to the organs that work so tirelessly to keep you pure and balanced. Part 7. Shaking the salt habit and embracing flavor. Salt has been a cornerstone of cooking for centuries. It preserves, it enhances, it makes food taste good. However, the world we live in now is very different from the one our ancestors inhabited. Salt, specifically the sodium in it, is no longer a scarce commodity. It's hidden in abundance in nearly everything we buy in a can, box, or bag. Our kidneys have a delicate, dance-like relationship with sodium, helping to regulate the perfect amount in our blood to manage fluid balance. When we overwhelm our system with excess salt, we throw that dance into disarray. The kidneys must go into overdrive, working furiously to filter out the extra sodium. To do this, they cause the body to retain more water to dilute the salt, which increases the total volume of blood circulating in our vessels. This is a direct cause of high blood pressure. Imagine turning up the water pressure in an old house. The strain is felt on every pipe. In our bodies, those pipes are our precious blood vessels, including the fragile, tiny ones inside our kidneys. High blood pressure is a leading cause of kidney damage precisely because it scars and weakens these filtration vessels. The beautiful part is, reducing salt doesn't mean a life of bland food. It's an invitation to rediscover flavor. It's a chance to explore the vibrant world of herbs like rosemary and thyme, the zest of a lemon, the warmth of garlic and onion powder, and the smoky notes of paprika. It's about trading one flavor for 100 others.
Part 6. The wisdom of choosing whole, natural foods. In our fast-paced world, convenience is king. Processed foods, from frozen dinners to packaged snacks and canned soups, can feel like a lifesaver on a busy day. They're quick, easy, and engineered to be tasty. But this convenience comes with a hidden invoice, and often it's our kidneys that are asked to foot the bill. These foods are the primary source of the excess sodium and sugar we just discussed, but it goes beyond that. They are often laden with phosphates and preservatives, which are added to extend shelf life and enhance flavor. While our bodies can handle these in small amounts, a steady diet of them creates an acidic environment and forces the kidneys to work extra hard to filter out these unnatural substances and maintain the body's proper pH balance. It's like asking a cleaning crew to not only take out the trash, but also deal with a constant chemical spill. Over time, the crew gets exhausted. Furthermore, these foods are often stripped of the essential nutrients, fiber, and vitamins that our bodies, including our kidneys, need to thrive and repair themselves. Making a shift towards whole foods is one of the kindest things we can do for our bodies.
It's about embracing the simple goodness of a fresh apple, the earthy flavor of roasted vegetables, the satisfaction of a piece of grilled chicken or fish. Cooking a simple meal at home isn't a chore. It's a timeless ritual of nourishment and an act of profound gratitude for the body that has carried us on this long, incredible journey. Part 5. Answering the call of high blood pressure. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because it can cause immense damage without a single symptom. For our kidneys, it is an especially formidable foe. Let's revisit the analogy of the plumbing in an old house. If the pressure is constantly too high, the pipes will weaken, spring leaks, and eventually fail. The same is true for the intricate network of blood vessels within our kidneys. These vessels are delicate, designed for a certain level of pressure. When that pressure is chronically elevated, it relentlessly pounds against their walls, causing scarring and stiffening. This damage means the kidneys can no longer filter blood efficiently. Waste products and excess fluid begin to build up in the body, a condition known as hypertensive nephropathy. It's a slow, insidious process that can ultimately lead to chronic kidney disease and even kidney failure. This is why managing your blood pressure is not just about protecting your heart, it is fundamentally about protecting your kidneys. This is where we become active partners with our healthcare providers. It means taking medications as prescribed without fail. It means embracing the lifestyle changes we've talked about, reducing salt, eating whole foods, and moving our bodies gently. And it means monitoring our blood pressure at home. Owning a simple blood pressure cuff and using it regularly transforms you from a passive patient into the empowered CEO of your own health, making informed decisions to safeguard your future.
Part 4. Unmasking the hidden dangers of sugar. Sugar, in its many forms, has a way of sneaking into our diets. It's not just in the obvious culprits like cakes, cookies, and soda. It hides in bread, salad dressings, pasta sauces, and yogurts. While a sweet treat now and then is one of life's simple pleasures, a diet consistently high in sugar can set off a cascade of events that are deeply harmful to our kidneys. The first and most direct consequence is often weight gain. Carrying excess weight puts a physical strain on the whole body, and it forces the kidneys to work harder to filter more blood and manage the metabolic demands of a larger body mass. But the more dangerous threat is sugar's role in the development of type 2 diabetes. When our body has high blood sugar levels over a long period, it acts like sandpaper in our circulatory system. It scours the delicate lining of our blood vessels, causing inflammation and damage. The tiny, fragile blood vessels in the kidneys are particularly vulnerable to this damage. This condition, known as diabetic nephropathy, is one of the single greatest causes of kidney disease worldwide. Protecting our kidneys, therefore, requires us to become sugar detectives. It means reading labels, choosing water over sugary drinks, and finding sweetness in natural sources like a juicy peach or a handful of berries. It's about taming the sweet tooth, not through harsh deprivation, but with a wise understanding of what truly nourishes us for the long haul. Part 3. Extinguishing the threat of smoking. By now, the list of reasons to quit smoking is long and well documented, from lung cancer to heart disease. But many people are still unaware of the devastating impact smoking has on our kidneys. When you inhale cigarette smoke, you are flooding your bloodstream with a cocktail of toxic chemicals. These toxins travel throughout your body and must be filtered out by your kidneys. This process in itself is a burden, but it gets worse. These chemicals cause direct inflammation and scarring to the delicate kidney tissues and blood vessels. Moreover, smoking accelerates atherosclerosis, which is the hardening and narrowing of arteries. This reduces the vital flow of blood to the kidneys, starving them of the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. It's like trying to run a marathon while someone is pinching your airway. Smokers also have a significantly higher risk of developing certain types of kidney cancer.
And if you already have high blood pressure or diabetes, smoking acts as a powerful accelerant, pouring gasoline on an already smoldering fire and dramatically speeding up the progression toward kidney disease. The most hopeful part of this story is that the benefits of quitting begin almost immediately. Within weeks, your circulation improves, reducing the strain on your kidneys. It is never, ever too late to quit. It is arguably the single most powerful decision you can make to add healthy, vibrant years to your life.
Part 2. Moderating alcohol for your kidneys sick. A glass of wine with dinner or a beer with friends is a common social ritual, a way to relax and connect. Enjoyed in moderation, it can be a pleasant part of life. However, when a glass turns into several, our kidneys are put under significant duress. Alcohol is a toxin, and one of the primary jobs of the kidneys is to filter toxins from the blood. When you drink excessively, you are essentially creating a toxic flood that your kidneys must work overtime to clean up. This process is very dehydrating. Alcohol suppresses a hormone that helps our bodies hold on to water, which is why you have to use the restroom more frequently when you drink. This dehydration concentrates the blood and reduces blood flow to the kidneys, impairing their ability to filter waste. It's a double whammy: more toxins to filter with less fluid to do it. Chronic heavy drinking can also damage the liver. Since the liver and kidneys are partners in the body's detoxification system, a struggling liver puts an even greater burden on the kidneys. Finally, excessive drinking is a well-known contributor to high blood pressure, which, as we've firmly established, is a primary enemy of kidney health. The wisdom here lies in moderation. The guideline is generally no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. Being mindful of this boundary is a simple yet profound way to honor the hard work your kidneys do for you every single day. Part 1. The unquestionable priority of managing diabetes. We arrive now at the most critical truth on our list, the #1 factor that can make the health of your kidneys: the diligent, unwavering management of diabetes. If you have been diagnosed with diabetes, think of its management not as a secondary task, but as the primary way you practice kidney care. Diabetes is, by a wide margin, the leading cause of chronic kidney disease and kidney failure in the world. The reason, as we touched on earlier, is high blood sugar. When blood sugar levels are chronically elevated, the sugar molecules attach to proteins in the tiny filtering units of the kidneys, called glomeruli, causing them to become scarred and leaky. Over years, this damage, known as diabetic nephropathy, slowly destroys the kidney's ability to clean your blood. The damage is often silent in its early stages, but it is relentless. This makes managing diabetes an act of profound self-preservation. It means being a true partner with your doctor. It means diligently monitoring your blood sugar levels, taking your prescribed medications as if your life depends on them, because it does, and embracing a diet and exercise plan that keeps those levels stable. By vigilantly managing your blood sugar, you are not just controlling your diabetes, you are actively standing guard over your kidneys, protecting them from their greatest threat and preserving your health and independence for all the years to come. So there we have it. 10 daily habits, 10 simple truths that hold the key to the long-term health of our kidneys. It's not a list of rigid rules meant to diminish the joy of life. Rather, it's a collection of wise insights, small course corrections we can make on our journey. From listening to our body's quiet signals to mindfully choosing what we eat and drink, each choice is a vote cast in favor of our own well-being. Our health in these golden years is a precious gift, one that allows us to enjoy our families, pursue our passions, and savor the wisdom we've gathered over a lifetime. Taking care of our kidneys is a fundamental part of honoring that gift. If this conversation resonated with you today, please consider sharing it with a friend or a loved one who might also benefit from this knowledge. Every share helps our community grow stronger and healthier. Please give this video a like to help our message of wellness reach others, and most importantly, subscribe to Senior Wise Journey. We have many more conversations to come about living our very best, most vibrant lives in the years ahead. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, be well and take gentle care of yourself.